So one question that we have from an investor, and we got this about a week ago, and I said, Matt's going to be in here. I'm going to ask him. So my question is about RMDs from the NV REIT. And this is from an investor who has their account with you. They have significant investments with us all through their directed IRA with directed IRA. So their question is, I understand that with 9 years before my age of 73 requirement for RMDs, that things could change again. But regardless, I am trying to ensure my understanding of how this might work should Congress hold with the current laws. I have outside IRA 401k funds in addition to what is invested in my IRA with NV REIT. When my RMDs need to occur, and what are RMDs?
RMD stands for Required Minimum Distributions.
So when my when my RMDs need to occur, do I have the option of aggregating the sums from all my pre-tax qualified investments and take from just one place of my choosing, or will NV REIT force my distribution from their REIT? Thanks in advance for helping me. So,
okay, good question. So RMD stands for Required Minimum Distribution. Now, we talked about the difference between traditional and Roth accounts. Roth accounts don't have RMD. So if you have a Roth, don't even worry about this. I presume this guy's got a traditional account, and those have RMD. Now, right now, you hit this RMD at age 73. And if you think about the traditional IRA, remember we talked about it, is you put the money in, you got a tax deduction. When you invest it and grow it, you don't pay taxes as you go. But the IRS is like, you eventually have to start taking the money out. We're not going to let you hold this forever and never pay tax. So they force you to start taking money out at age 73 right now. This is what the RMD is. Now, when you hit RMD your first year, it might be like 4%. So if you had $1 million account, you've got to take $40,000 a year in distributions. Now, what the IRS does let you do if you have multiple IRA accounts, let's say you have a traditional self-directed IRA that's in NV REIT, and you've got a traditional IRA at Fidelity that's in the stock market. It's $500,000 over here at NV REIT, $500,000 over here at the Fidelity in the market. So the IRS says you can take RMD from either one to satisfy both. So if you have more cash over here at your Fidelity account, you can take the amount to satisfy RMD from the Fidelity account and the amount to satisfy your self-directed IRA account. Sometimes people's accounts that are self-directed are are less liquid, you know, and sometimes they could be in land or in a deal that's not pushing out income yet. They could be in a startup or a small business or whatever. So there's no cash flow yet, or there's not enough to cover RMD. So that's one thing is you can use, and I think in his example, he says he has other IRAs or 401ks. He can satisfy RMD from those to cover the self-directed IRA if that self-directed IRA doesn't have cash flow. Now, you guys pay out cash flow in the NV REIT. So if he so for him, even on that, if he's getting 5% a year on what he's invested, you know, comparative, let's just say, to his account value is what the RMD is based on, he's going to be fine covering his, you know, his RMD. Now, once you're in like your 80s or so, as you get older, that percentage amount you have to take goes up. It could get up to almost 10%, you know, or so. So at that point, you know, if you still have $1 million account, you might need to be taking $100,000.
At that point, in the case of our REIT, they would need to be selling some of their shares in order to meet the RMD requirement.
Exactly. And so if you're kind of like in your 40s or 50s, I wouldn't really stress about this at all, you know. If you're like in your late 50s or 60s, like maybe think about this in your self-directed investments. I don't know that it's that critical. But obviously late 60s, 70s, this needs to be on your radar. And you need to make sure you know, oh, well, I do have some in liquid stuff I could liquidate if I needed to. Or I got to make sure that deal has cash flow to cover it.
And this question actually comes from a woman who is really smart financially.
Yeah.
I believe...
I could tell because she was talking about she's got an account over here and this one. And that's a common question is, can I satisfy RMD for both accounts from one? And the IRS is very clear about that. Yes.
Got it.
They frankly don't care.
Got it.